Hello, reader, and welcome back to
Read some books.
Today I am, if you haven't noticed by the thumbnail, I am reviewing the first book of the series of Wheel of Time. This is Eye of the World, and boy, oh boy, let me tell you something.
Wheel of Time is awesome.
Long live Ran! Yes, this book is fantastic. I love the journey that they go through. I love everything really about the story, the setting, the world building, the characters. There's a few characters in there that it took a little bit to really start to attach myself to them. The main character, of course, is Rand. Then you have the other two boys, Matt and Perrin. But the thing with them is, like I said, they're young kids and they're just farmers, right? They just live in a small town, the Two Rivers. And they're very like immature and doing cracking jokes and things like that. So I wasn't really too into them at first. But like I said, as the story progresses, you get more. And even after completing the whole book, I was kind of like, do I really like Rand? But that's kind of the thing about this book. A lot of reviews will say that Rand doesn't really start showing himself in like a heroic way until the following book in the following series. So I am looking forward to see the progression on this. I really like the whole thought of the Aes Sedai, the women, having the power. It's cool for a change, right? It's good to see that Egwene is coming to, I don't know if that's the spoiler. This is supposed to be a spoiler-free review, but, Egwene is supposed to be under her training, and Moraine is showing her the ropes. The guys can't really do it because they lose control and they turn evil. Right now, as of right now, it's only the girls that can actually wield this power, right? The magic system in this is really cool so far. My favorite character would have to be Perrin. He just has a cool part in this book. He really does. I was like, wow, that is cool. And what happens to him starts to change. So his character is really cool in this book. Another character after that would probably be like it would probably be Moraine, the Aes Sedai. And then you have the ward, her protector, and I'm forgetting his name right now, but he's pretty cool. And then you have Nynaeve. Nynaeve is, I believe, how you say her name. She is a little bit annoying in this first book, but I hear that she gets better as it progresses. I've rated this 4 stars. It's already starting to, it's been a little while since I finished it, and I'm already starting to like think back on it with pleasantries, right? I'm already starting to think back on it and saying, man, that was a cool adventure, because there's so much going on. There's so much introduction to characters. There's so much world building. There is a lot happening in this, and there is some slower parts. Robert Jordan is an amazing writer, so you're along for the ride, right? Don't feel like you're being rushed. Just take one book at a time. Like I have the next one I have is this fellow. He's the second one, so I'm looking forward to reading him. I will start him in the month of May, but I wanted to give a little bit of time in between because I don't want to get reader's fatigue on the series. I'm definitely looking forward to continuing my journey on this. The ending, like I said, was a little bit off-putting. Again, this was his first book. He had to, in order to get published, during those times, you really had to be like a Lord of the Rings, right? And he did what he had to do. Sure enough, he got the job. He got this first book published. Yeah, there's similarities to Lord of the Ring. Of course there is. And then you got the Murdrial, I believe they're what they're called. And you got the Trollocs that are like the orcs. And then there's a lot of similarities. But if you're not looking for it, like for me, I didn't really care. It's an awesome adventure. You have all different characters. And it's also good to know that he doesn't stick to that. He goes his own way, and it's really cool. So I'm very happy with my experience with this book. It seemed like it was kind of just flying by. This book here is what, 800 pages. I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. I like the father-son in the beginning, they kind of got split up in the midst there. So you get some different POVs in different chapters. I liked how that was. I like the people they come across. I really like the journey, right? I like the suspense of the Trollocs and the Fades coming to get them. It was very suspenseful. I like the shots, the things that I wasn't quite sure of, right? I was just like, ooh, that's something I wasn't expecting. In most cases, right, there's books and series are very predictable. I tend to steer away from those because as a creative person, I don't like to see the same stuff over and over again. I like to be different. I like to kind of do things, take the road less traveled, right? I like to see things from different perspectives. So I really like about this. It's it's outside the box in that aspect that there's some twists, there's some turns. It's really good. You really feel like these characters are interacting, and they all have like a difference to them. So I'm very, very excited to go to the next one, which is The Great Hunt. And this one, even though it's thicker, it is shorter because I guess the pages are thinner on this one than this one. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to reading that because I'm taking my time on this series. I'm just gonna enjoy it. I'm in no rush, right? I got so many other books that I am currently reading, and I am just taking along for the ride. Like I said, I'm new to reading. I wouldn't say very, very much new, but like I've read in the past a few books here and there. I mean, quite a few books, but like I never really took it on and how I'm doing it now. Because like I said, I've already read, like in the last couple months, I've already read, over 12, 13 books. And it's like, I never did that before. I'm in the time in my life where I can just relax and enjoy a good book, not in a hurry to go somewhere, not in a hurry. It's nice to be able to relax and enjoy yourself with a good book. Coffee. And I have some coffee. Yep, it's gone. It's really nice to sit down with a good book. And I highly recommend the Wheel of Time series. Don't be intimidated by all these pages. And also Brandon Sanderson comes at the end and knocks out the last 3 books. From what I hear, the ending is phenomenal. Robert Jordan already had the ending planned out. Poor Brandon had to go through to put these books together. If you have a chance, check it out. And just he talks about just what was involved in trying to finish this series. And it's nothing he's ever had to do before. But being the excellent fantasy writer that he is, he took it on, and man, he knocked it out of the park from what I hear. So I'm not telling you, from experience, I'm telling you from hearsay. So Wheel of Time, will you read it? You should give it a try. At least try the first one and maybe the first 2. If you're not liking it by then maybe you won't like it. I absolutely enjoyed it very much. I rated it 4 stars. Kind of looking back, I almost wanted to rate it a little bit higher now. Now that I'm thinking about it and talking about it, because I'm pretty excited. And there has been so much hype on this, so much hype around it. I guess I had like expectations to the stars. And then when I read it, I'm like, a little bit of a letdown, but not really. Now that I've read the first one, it's out of the way. It's got time to sink in. Man, I'm excited, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah. So what else to say about this book? Basically, they're the farm boys. They found out that they're a little special, and there's some trouble that's going on. And now they have to set out and fulfill their mission, right? And they were kind of forced to have to leave because it was for the protection of 2 cities, the little town there. So, man, and the adventure is quite awesome. Poor Matt, he goes through a lot. I think Matt, out of all of them, has the roughest time in this. Poor guy. And yes, I am very much excited. I keep saying that. So thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me and watching this review on Wheel of Time. And you see that? Anyways, We will see you next time. Thank you so much. Anything and everything, throw down in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on Wheel of Time. Let me know if I should read them faster than what I plan to read them. Let me know if you enjoyed the first one more than was it the weakest link, or was the prequel your weakest link? Thank you so much. Subscribe. Like this video, do all the things, notification bell, push all them buttons in there, okay? But except the unsubscribe button once you subscribe. But thank you so much. Thank you so much for hanging out. I think that's pretty much it. All right. Until next time, take care. Bye.